I'm Brittany Darling. I'm a mum of two and an accredited nutritionist. How to feed your baby to reduce their chances of becoming a fussy eater later in life. The most important thing here to highlight is variety. A variety of foods is going to offer a really great cross-section of nutrients, which is really important, but also it's going to expose them to lots of different foods. Ultimately, you want to work towards your baby eating what the family eats. So when you start off, it's going to be a pureed version of what the family's eating, and then gradually moving into finger foods and then what I call family foods. You want to make sure that you don't become a short order chef and you're making chicken nuggets for your toddler and a family meal for your husband and maybe an older child, and then something completely different for your baby. Everyone basically should be eating the same thing, and this includes a variety of foods. A variety of plants, a variety of different animal proteins, if that's what you choose, or a variety of plant-based proteins, but variety really is the key. Between the ages of 6 to 9 months really is a critical window to introduce different flavors and textures. So once you've kind of got the knack of purees, I really encourage parents to mix up the texture. So this might be adding in some baby pasta stars or something soft like softened lentils, something like that, or more coarsely ground beef. And then just checking in with where your baby's at in terms of their ability to swallow and things as well. But the faster we can move from purees through to more textured foods and then onto finger foods, the less likely they are to become a fussy eater. So when I talk about introducing flavors and spices to babies, what I'm talking about is things like cinnamon or vanilla bean powder or turmeric in, say, a dal, really mild spices to expose them to a range of flavors. So your child really should never eat alone. It's really important to do family meals, and I know as a mum this can often be a really tricky thing to get everyone to sit down at the same time for a meal. To start off with, I would aim for 3 times a week. If you can get partners and husbands and other children to sit down together, even if it's for Sunday lunch, that's a really great start. It really is, with kids and babies, a case of monkey see, monkey do. They really need to see their parents eating and their parents eating healthy food. They're going to mimic your eating patterns and behaviors. So another important point is not to stress about the mess. Playing with food, like your baby squishing it between their fingers and massaging it into their table, is all a part of the experience of food. Obviously, there's some level of age appropriateness to this. We kind of need to draw the line when they're a little bit older and they're still playing with their food. But when they're younger, allowing them to create a bit of mess and explore the texture and the flavor and the feel of it is really important. Another thing I advise families is to remove distractions away from the meal table. So this includes things like TVs, iPads, and toys. I know it's really easy for a lot of parents to put their children or their babies in a high chair or at the table and prop up an iPad or put the telly on as the babysitter, but it really does distract them from eating their food. So remove distractions, sit down for family meals, let them play with their food a little bit and use their hands. And yeah, really, it's really all about family meals essentially. So you can get the full lowdown on how to reduce fussy eating in your babies and children via the One Fine Baby blog.